Moses answered, "What if they do not believe me or listen to me and say, 'The Lord did not appear to you?'" Then the Lord said to him, "What is that in your hand?" "A staff," he replied. The Lord said, "Throw it on the ground." Moses threw it on the ground and it became a snake. One of the first examples of transfiguration. Wow, one thing becoming another. And he ran from it. I mean, yeah, if you threw a stick on the ground and it became a snake, you would be utterly terrified. Then the Lord said to him, "Reach out your hand and take it by the tail." So Moses reached out and took hold of the snake, and it turned back into a staff in his hand. "This," said the Lord, "is so that they may believe that the Lord, the God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, has appeared to you." Because who else can turn a snake into a piece of wood and a piece of wood into a snake? Who else could do that? Then the Lord said, "Put your hand in the side of your cloak." So Moses put his hand into his cloak, and when he took it out, it was leprosy. Okay, leprosy in the Bible was used for various skin diseases afflicting the skin, not necessarily leprosy. Like snow, yes, like snow. So, Moses wasn't a European. Wow, what a concept. Some people think this is like a concept or something. It's not. "Now put it back into your cloak," he said. So Moses put his hand back into his cloak, and when he took it out, it was restored like the rest of his flesh. Then the Lord said, "If they do not believe you or pay attention to the first miraculous sign, they may believe the second. But if they do not believe these two signs or listen to you, take some water from the Nile, pour it out on dry land, on the dry ground, and the water you take from the river will become blood on the ground." What are the chances of that happening? Yeah, exactly. Oh. Moses said to the Lord, "O Lord, I have never been eloquent, neither in my past nor since you have spoken to your servant. I am slow to speech and tongue," the Lord said to him. "Who gave man his mouth? Who makes him deaf or mute? Who gives him sight or makes him blind?" Basically, who created human beings? "Is it not I, the Lord? Now go. I will help you speak and will teach you what to say." But Moses says, "Oh Lord, please send someone else to do it." What did Jesus do? Let's go a few thousand years into the future. What did Jesus do when he was far more scared than Moses? And not my will, your will. Then the Lord's anger burned against Moses, and he said, "Yeah, why? Because all these weren't questions Moses really was concerned about. He was just like, oh, you didn't think of that, did you? Oh, no, maybe I'm not the best person. What about your brother Aaron, the Levite? I know he can speak well. He is already on his way to meet you, and his heart will be glad when he sees you. You shall speak to him and put words in his mouth. I will help both of you speak and will teach you what to do. He will speak to the people for you, and it will be as if he were your mouth, and as if you were God to him. But take this staff in your hand so that you can perform miraculous signs with it." So God's like, "You're going to Egypt." Also, something else I want to point out. Bible full of miracles, right? Okay, there's no miracles in chapter 1. None. There's no miracles in chapter 2. Just, oh yeah, I mean, it did happen that way, but it could, and probably Moses' mother put Moses there so he would be noticed by someone. Yeah, then she placed the child in it and put it among the reeds along the bank of the Nile. Maybe hoping someone would come and take care of him. No. So, Moses flees Midian. There's no miracles there either. Yes, there's miracles, a burning bush now catching on fire in chapter 3 and in 4. Yeah. Also, yes, there's free will in here. There's the verse. God keep on saying, I am the God of your fathers, or the God of your fathers, as if they're still alive, because they are. God can turn one thing into another thing. Water into blood. Water into wine. Blood, wine. There's a connection there. And one of the first miracles is turning water into blood. Yeah. And Moses used then a staff into a snake and back again. So he can make diseases or change the color of people's skin. And he makes humans. Yes. It's a little shorter one today. Moses returns to Egypt. Coming up next.